Hi, today I'm at Victoria Park in beautiful Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and we're going to talk about walking the talk. What does walk the talk mean? When you walk the talk, it means you do what you say you're going to do. So right now I've said I'm going to produce a video every Tuesday and every Friday. So I'm walking the talk by actually producing a video that I can put out tomorrow on Tuesday. So what does that mean for you to walk the talk? It doesn't mean walking like I'm doing now. I'm literally walking. It means to actually talk. So I want you to speak English out loud. So let's start with a little practice. So repeat after me. Today I'm going to walk in the park and speak English out loud with Leanne. Today I'm going to walk in the park and speak English out loud with Leanne. Good. Let's get started. Victoria Park is a large park in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and it's right on the harbor. So you can see the water over there. So you tell me, what do you know about Victoria Park? Just answer the question. Just think about what I just said. Victoria Park is a large public park in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and it's right on the harbor. So tell me what you know about Victoria Park. So just understanding everything that I'm saying is not enough. That will help you. That helps you learn English. But if you actually want to speak English, you have to be able to answer some questions. So where am I right now? Right, I'm in Victoria Park. So let's take a look around. So right here, I see a flower bed. And what do the words spell out? What do the flowers spell out in words? Can you read that? Right, it's Victoria Park. And here's a flagpole. And what kind of flag is flying up there? Do you know that flag? It's the Canadian flag. Let's take a walk over here and see what we can see. There's a bit of a lookout up there, so I'll walk past these trees and we'll go to the lookout. We'll go up and see what we can see from up here. I haven't been up here before, actually. This is a what do you call it? It's like a telescope so you can look out. But I'm just going to stand up on the platform and use my camera. So in the distance, there you can see what's called the mouth of the harbor. And that's where boats come in. It's a narrow part, and then the harbor widens out. And there's some trees, and you can see the city of Charlottetown over here. Now let's go back over where I was looking before. And do you remember what this is? What are we looking at? There's a narrow part up there, and that goes out into the Northumberland Strait. Yeah, say it out loud. It's called the mouth of the harbor. Okay, now I'm taking you places I haven't been before. This is the Prince Edward Battery, and these are cannons that I guess they would have used in old bygone days if they wanted to defend the city from the enemy. I'm not even sure who the enemy would have been. So they would have to shoot their cannons through these little spots when they saw enemy ships coming through. Interesting. So, do you remember what I called this place? It's called the Battery. And do you know what those are? Zoom in a little bit. Those are cannons. And you can see in the distance there, maybe, the flag and the flowers where we were. And here's some open parkland here with trees all around and another big flagpole. What flag do you see there? Right, it's a Canadian flag. When I go over here from the mouth of the harbor, in the distance there, the West River goes up there, and the North River goes around to the right. And over here is the Kiwanis Dairy Bar, where you can get an ice cream cone and probably some other fries or other snacks. So, do you remember what the rivers are here? If I come around from the mouth of the harbor, what do you see over here? That one there? That's the West River, right? And what's this river over here? That's the North River. And there's the Kiwanis Dairy Bar. And what can you get there? Ice cream, correct. Ice cream and fries and other snacks. Now I'm down walking along the boardwalk. And on the left you can see there are rocks here that have reinforced the boardwalk so that the ice doesn't come up here in the winter and destroy it. And there's a bench. And there's a little fence. Beyond that is the Battery where I was earlier. So why are these rocks here again? Do you remember what the rocks are for? To reinforce. They reinforce the bank so that the ice doesn't come up here in the winter and destroy the boardwalk. And what's this on the right? Do you remember? Something you can sit on. Yeah, it's a bench. And there again is the Kiwanis Dairy Bar on the right there. And what can we get at the Kiwanis Dairy Bar? Ice cream is the main thing I like to get there. But you can also get fries and, I don't know, maybe hot dogs and snacks. Here we are out in front of the Kiwanis Dairy Bar. There's a road that goes all the way around the park. And you can see some cars and there's a motorcycle coming by. And the traffic is only one way, so people can walk on the other side of the road or ride their bikes. Here's a better view of the road. So you can see on the left side coming towards me is where the cars are allowed. And what happens on the other side? Yeah, over here people can walk or ride their bikes. Look at the beautiful flowers here too. I'm back down by the water again. Tell me in the comments, well, tell me out loud first, is there a park near you that you like to go and take a walk? If you do, you could go there and describe things to practice your English. But tell me in the comments if there's a park near you and what types of things they have there. Now you can see the floating dock that they put out here, where people can go and sit and relax by the water. And they take it out in the winter and store it somewhere, but it's a nice way to be able to sit by the water. Do you remember what I just called it? What are these people walking down out onto? Yeah, a floating dock. And there are 4 things for people to sit on there. What are those called? Benches, right. Those are benches. These people are taking their dogs down onto the floating dock. I wonder if their dogs would like to jump in the water for a swim. Do you have a dog or a pet? Answer out loud. We used to have a dog, but we don't have her anymore. There's the lighthouse, and Oh my goodness, what is coming here? This is some kind of a cycling bar coming along where people pedal and ride a bike around town. And they're having some drinks and having a little tour of Charlottetown at the same time. And in the beyond that, you can see the big playground. So see if I can get them to wave at us. Here they come. There. Hi, everybody. Looks like they're having a good time. And there's the big children's park playground over there. There's only a few little things there when our kids were little, but it's quite a large playground now. I am going to turn around and head back to the Victoria Park sign where I left my car and head out of here shortly. I'm coming back up to the Victoria Park sign, and there's some young fellas there practicing cricket. Never used to see that in Charlottetown years ago, but it's great to see. All right, I've come full circle back to the park. It's getting warm here now. So go through the video again and see what questions you can answer. What kind of things did you see at the park? Maybe say out loud what kind of things you have at parks in your house, or where you live in your city, and what's different. I mean, this park is by the water. What about your city and your park? What's nearby? What can you say out loud and describe? Make sure you practice speaking a little bit out loud every day, and we'll see you in the next one.